Alrighty. Who do we got in here? says one view. So somebody popped in. Or was it a ghost? Could be. Blood clot. Got some viewers or what? It's so funny. We get, in some cases, hundreds of people in the chat in the TikTok live stream. And 3 or 4 in the YouTube. In the YouTube live stream. That's funny. Whatever. So if there's, I know when I fire up this TikTok, we'll be pulling hella fools. But if anybody is in the YouTube, type in the chat, let me know. I see the numbers, but sometimes the numbers do lie. Just my phone here. I think we'll go live on TikTok a little early. Because why the hell not? Today I'm just feeling so random. In fact, this simulcasting on YouTube tonight was just a spur of the moment idea. Just a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty. We got anybody in the YouTube chat? Switched it to public. Initially, I had it set to private for members of our Discord who we are so grateful to for their continued support. So this was just a little random thank you live stream. Thank you to our Discord members and our Patreon supporters. Let's plug this motherfucker in, shall we? Yes, let's do it. This input jack is screwed. It's screwed because it's not screwed. Get it? If you're a guitar player, you know. Because at some point tonight, I will be playing a little bit, not much. Son of a bitch, that screw is nearly stripped out. All right, let's fire up the TikTok live stream where we will by far be getting many more viewers. Go live. All right. We're now live on TikTok. Skylar, Wraith7, Jennifer 6664, Junebug 1972, Miller Light, Hollywood Hughes, Katie, my dear, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Happy Saturday. Hey, Skylar, welcome to the live stream. Jet Rose, how's it going? Happy New Year. Happy Saturday. Raven, my dear, good to see you here, as always. One of my, if not my all-time favoritist TikToker. Guys, go give her a follow. Her channel is something else, and I adore her. And my glowing endorsement should be all of the reason you need to go subscribe to her channel. Anyway, Raven, I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Good to see you here in the live stream. As always, it is my honor and pleasure to have you here. Let's see. Onyx Raven, my dear, welcome to the live stream. I am actually simulcasting on YouTube, ATM. That's hipster talk for at the moment. I'm hip, slick, and cool now, aren't I? Onyx, good to see you here, my dear. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Ryan Johnson, Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. Get out there and crush it. Snatch your life by the balls and squeeze until they crunch. Skylar Wraith asks, how am I doing? I am doing fantastic, my dear. Truly better than I deserve. I know I say that all the time, but it's just true. Let's see. Can you see that I'm talking into a mic? I'm talking into a mic. This is for our YouTube live stream, which is happening right now. But at the moment, I can only see, well, I can probably alt-tab over to the YouTube live stream. But the interesting thing about TikTok versus YouTube, TikTok, I mean, we've had live streams where we've had hundreds of motherfuckers in the chat and like 3 or 4 in the YouTube. So whatever. It is what it is. Broken Halo, good evening to you, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. Happy Saturday to you. Junebug says, hey, DL, hope you're doing okay. I've done a gender reveal for my daughter today. That is fantastic. Congratulations. That is so awesome. That is so cool. It must be amazing to be a parent. Heart skydiving. Okay. And they say spooky. I don't think I'm particularly spooky. I mean, from the planet that brought you Guar, and I'm spooky. King Diamond, Kiss. Geez, who else? Alice Cooper. I'm probably, Marilyn Manson. I've got to be the least spooky kid on the block. Katie Bleeds Mercury. It's funny on YouTube, your hair and everything is the right way around, and on here it's mirrored. Julie Bow, my dear, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. Happy Saturday to you. Says, hi, beautiful angel, looking fabulous. Thank you so much, my dear. I truly, truly appreciate that. Beautiful angel. I've been called many things in my long life. Angel is rare. I gotta be honest with you. My dear Raven, she says, I'm not too bad today, nipping what may possibly be a head cold starting before it kicks in. Gosh, that sucks. Being sick is so terrible. My dear, I hope you're feeling very, very better soon. My grammar just took a dump. Hot toddy. I think you know what those are, right? It seems like that was an old thing, hot toddies, but they work on you humans, I'm told. But seriously, I do hope you feel better soon. And if you need to go lay down, that's totally cool. You guys should never feel obligated to hang out with me in the live stream. I'm grateful for it. I don't expect it. And particularly since I do this on Friday and Saturday nights, I know that you guys have lives of your own. I'm just grateful that you spend any time with me. Ryan Johnson got basketball tryouts on Tuesday. That is very cool. Tell me more. I'm curious. I love to hear people's stories about what they're doing in life to chase down their ambition. Justice Ross, thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate it. Rochelle, aka Isis, how you dealing, Coven fam, fellow mods, love you bunches. Rochelle, I absolutely adore you, and so grateful for all of you amazing ladies in our mod team. Fully female, fully awesome, fully god tier. RM Dancer, good to see you in the live stream, my friend. Happy Saturday to you. Says salutations from Stoke-on-Trent, UK, my man. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a fantastic day. In fact, rather than usually being a minute or two fashionably late on the live stream, I'm actually a little early today. I thought, what the hell? Cyan, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having an awesome weekend so far. Good to see you here again. I do remember you folks. I do. I may need to get your name a time or two before it sticks, but I will always remember you and recognize you and call you out by name. You're not just a faceless member of the crowd to me. You are a lovely soul, and I am grateful for your participation in our spooky little coven here. Justice says, hi, love. Hello, Justice. Thank you so much for the kind words. Persephone, how are you doing, my dear? Happy weekend to you. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Hope all is going well in your training for your triathlon. That is so amazing. I think that's so awesome. Do be careful, watch out for injury, train correctly, form and all that. Super important. Don't want you to get injured, but man, that is so awesome. And I am so excited for you. Raven talking to Rochelle. OMG, that reminded me. Tackle hugs mods. And Raven, when you initially said that, in my mind's eye, I literally saw a cartoon and the little puff of smoke to indicate that you've caught air, you're airborne. Like two people tackle hugging each other and then nuclear explosion from the impact. There was only about 4 in the YouTube, but can hear and see you better on here. Interesting. Cinebear, no, I'm not Dave Navarro. He is way more handsome than I am, but I'm probably the better guitar player. I don't know. Stephen Drass, 140, says, wait, are you a vampire? Scully, the lovely Scully. The thing about Scully, and I know her real name, she plays up the mom thing, but this woman is smoking. Smoking hot. Says, greetings, sire and spooky family. Greetings, Scully. Happy Saturday to you. Glad to have you in the live stream yet again. OG member of the I Bleed Mercury Coven. And Rochelle giving the tackle hugs right back to Raven. You guys are so awesome. This has been an incredible experience watching new friendships blossom, and it's just been incredible and totally unanticipated. Justice says, I'm a witch. Which witch is which? I'm just teasing. Welcome, Justice. Glad to have you in the live stream, my friend. Catwoman, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you find something here that you feel is worth your time, guys. If you're wondering who the hell I am and what's going on here, my name is DL Mercury, Mr. Mercury. I am the frontman for industrial metal band I Bleed Mercury out of Salt Lake City. I play guitar and do vocals and shit. I don't know why I just said that like that. Oh, well. Anyway, if you're into bands and artists like Manson, Nine Inch Nails, Static X, Rammstein, Sisters of Mercy, Gary Newman, Rob Zombie, and a little David Bowie, and motherfucking Cold Chamber, because they just got back together and they are a huge influence on us and they fucking rule. Big motherfucking truck. If you're into those bands and artists, you will probably enjoy our music, which you can find on all of the streaming platform services and such. You know where they are. If you don't, forget it. Go back to sleep. And we're also on YouTube. In fact, there may be like one of you on the YouTube live stream right now. Please go over and support us on YouTube. You can find us by typing in I Bleed Mercury Official. And our channel should come up. Having weirdness on my TikTok dealio. There we go. Alrighty, let's skip to the top of the comments here on TikTok. Columba Napo, welcome my dear. Columba Napo from Italy. The lovely Columba, welcome to the live stream, my dear. Ciao, mi amiga. Sea Witch 66, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Country Chick, I have had an awesome day. In fact, and I mentioned this earlier, I'm usually a minute or two, maybe a little more, late for the TikTok live streams, and today I was early. That never happens. Arky Girl, welcome to the live stream. Let's check the YouTube stream right quick and see what's the dealio. Son. Nobody in the chat in the YouTube stream. Says 13 views, concurrent viewers, 2 likes. Nobody in the chat to respond to. Oh well. Back to TikTok. Motherfucker, yeah. Alrighty. Dead Girl, I was just checking out your Instagram today. In fact, I left you a like on one of your more smoking pictures. I hope you are doing fantastic, my dear. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Glad to see you in the live stream. Bat Anonymous says 3 on YouTube. Yeah, I think they pop in and then drop out. Sea Witch 66 says, let's hear something. I am going to queue up some music very soon. Very, very soon. I'm hoping we can get 100 people in the chat. Unstable connection, it says. Oh well, what can you do? Out of my control. And there I was on YouTube. Call sign. My man from Wales, no star, my friend. Onyx says, hi from creepy Connecticut and Salt Lake City, Utah. Is that what they call Connecticut? Is it creepy? Morgan Magdalene. Hi from Denver. Morgan, welcome to the live stream, my dear. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday evening. Honored that you would be kind enough to share a little bit of your life with us. Katie says, I made some beautiful new friends since discovering IBM, DL, and you too. Thank gorgeous. Katie, thank you so much, my dear. I am so grateful for you. You've been an amazing part of our family, and I am so grateful for you. Sheila, hello, DL. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Sheila, I'm having a fantastic night, my dear. I hope the very same for you. Scully, LOL, because I am a mom, but thank you for the awesome compliment, sire. You are most welcome, Scully. I mean, I know you're a mom, but there seems to be, I don't know if it's an unspoken thing or what, but I think, this is just my opinion, I think a good mother really throws herself into the life of a mother, and her life at that point revolves around her children and seeing to their welfare and development and growth. And things kind of change, you know, and you're not the, you move away from, I guess, being the sexy chick at the club, I guess. But Scully, you haven't lost a bit of it. I'll just stop there because I'm a fucking gentleman. Or at least I try to be sometimes. Zombie Doll braces myself for any surprise hugs. You guys are so awesome. Michelle Bowers Gardner. Oh, wow. Loving your beard. Thank you much, Michelle. Much appreciated. It's a little irritating. I've gone through long periods in my life where I have been clean shaven and where I've worn a full beard or variations of it. And it takes some getting used to. Because it's like having a dead cat nailed to your face. That's exactly what it's like too. Ask me how I know. Lil Do, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you, my friend. Hope all is well in your world. Gosh, why are you guys not hanging out with your friends at the club or something? You're hanging out here with me on TikTok and probably one of you on YouTube. Cat Dog Gang says, hello, my dear. I am curious, Cat Dog Gang, am I following you? No, I am not. There you go. I recently discovered that if you want to DM somebody on TikTok, you have to be mutually following each other. So there you go. Handsome Horror Prince, thank you for the follow, my friend. Much appreciated. Hope you find something here that's worthy of your time. Misty9421, thank you for the follow. Katie says, God, DL, that damn smile. Which one? Because I have a repertoire. Country Chick, welcome to the live stream. Happy Saturday to you, my dear. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Martak, good to see you here, my dear. It's been a minute. Says, need some uplifting tonight, and when I'm here, I know I'll get that 100%. Nothing but positive vibes, blasting your souls with positive vibes. And the truth of the understanding of your potential that each and every one of you has. That is far greater than what you allow yourselves to believe. But I know. I see you. I see the real you. I see the best you. I see the you that is blazing through life like a fucking asteroid, destroying everything in its way. All right, getting a little melodramatic here. RM Dancer, DL, my man, say you have to do a dance to save the coven. What style you go for? Old school breakdancing. Windmill and variations thereof. There you go. Raven says, I can see the cartoon colliding hugs. I actually, because I'm not a incredibly talented artist, but you know, I can draw a bit. And I thought of actually making a cartoon of the tackle hug collision. Crystal, my dear, how are you doing? Says, what's up tonight, brah? Chillin', killin'. You know how we do here. Zombie doll, never fear, for I am here. Reminds me of the scene from Nightmare on Elm Street. Glenn, are you there? I'm here. Hey, DL, how you doing tonight? Bat Anonymous, my friend, I am better than I deserve. Hope the very same for you. Happy Saturday to you. Guys, if you're showing up for the first time, you're wondering what the hell's going on here. My name is DL Mercury. I am the guitar player and vocalist for industrial metal band I Bleed Mercury out of Salt Lake City, Utah. You can find our music on all of the streaming platforms. You know where they are. Also on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is I Bleed Mercury Official, where I am currently live streaming simultaneously with TikTok. For all of the, I don't know, 1 or 2 viewers that we have on YouTube, because YouTube reach is amazing. Not really. I live stream here on TikTok every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I don't know why I'm smiling and laughing, because I am so grateful to be alive. So grateful for this gift of life. Columba Napo, my dear. Thank you for the lovely blue velvet hearts. Azul. Blue is my favorite color. DL looks awesome tonight. Thank you, Katie. Much appreciated. I like to look sharp for you guys. Marianne Levy, is it? Says, you are nice and cool. That is exactly what I'm going for. So thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. Ryan Johnson for Tuscaloosa Paratroopers basketball for Special Olympics. Ryan, that is awesome. And I would wish you luck, my friend, but I bet you don't need it. Keep us updated. Again, I live stream here every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come back, let us know how it turned out. Also, guys, we are building a spooky little family. These are Bella Lugosi hands, spooky hands. It's our private Discord, the I Bleed Mercury Coven. You can join through our Patreon. Head on over to I Bleed Mercury on Patreon. It's the bottom tier, $5 to keep out the trolls, one-time fee. We'll send you an invite into the private Discord, and you can officially join the I Bleed Mercury Coven. Pop in there and say hi to your new best friends, because we got some awesome folks in there for sure. Raven, I do have some ginger and star anise that I can make a tea with and maybe add some raw honey. Please do that and just feel better soon. I hate to think of you languishing and being sick. True Crime Emporium says trans vampire. Onyx Raven, hot toddies are delicious. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Catwoman, hello to you too, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. Pleasure and honor to have you with us. Power scroll activated because I'm hella behind on comments. Katie, I will be rejoining next weekend as I got myself more in order with finances now. Felt terrible. No need to feel terrible, my dear. It is all good. Everybody is struggling now. I would love to make the Discord free. In fact, it was free for a while, but we were having problems. And that tripwire, that $5 tripwire really helped fix that problem. Raven, my dear Raven, says two words that made my head pop up fast. Bella Lugosi, my favorite. Yeah, I mean, with maybe the exception of Gary Oldman, he is to this day the finest casting for that role in the history of cinema. Christopher Lee was great. Frank Langella was great. He played Dracula in, I think it was 1977. There have been some great castings over the years, but Lugosi just became the character. He became Dracula. His features, he looked so amazing. He looked the part. He was able to become the character. And to this day, in my opinion, is still a fantastic film and very effective. But yes, these are my Bella Lugosi hands. Spooky hands. I never drink wine. Well, anyway. Yeah, Lugosi was the man. And unfortunately, his was a tragic tale. Katie, I am just happy there's an extra half hour of Stunning Deal tonight. Thank you so much, Katie. I truly appreciate that. Decided to start early tonight. Also simultaneously live streaming on YouTube. And there's probably one person over there. I don't know. I'll hop over and check here in a second. Columba Napo, I would listen to you for hours, King Vampire. Columba, thank you so much, my dear. I truly appreciate that. Guys, I am not the star here, and I shouldn't be viewed as being the center of attention. This is a family that we're building that's becoming bigger and more meaningful and more profound than I ever anticipated. Initially, you see, I believe Mercury has been a project that's been in the works in some form or another for almost 20 years. And I was going to get the music out there and wash my hands of it and walk away and be done with it and move on to other things. This thing has become so much more than we originally intended because of you guys showing up and making it what it's becoming. You guys are the star here. You guys should be thought of as being the center of attention because it's you and your participation that's turned this from just being a typical, hey, we're a band, check out our music and buy our merch and you be our fans and that's how we'll roll, to really being something, I don't know what the hell to call it. It's a spooky little family and it's amazing. And if it weren't for you showing up and connecting with each other and building new friendships and relationships, this would be a shadow of itself. And I would just be another idiot talking to myself on TikTok. So thank you so much for the praise, but you guys are the superstars here. And I'll never let you forget it. Because I hate that arrogant, shallow, superficial, wannabe rock star horse shit. It doesn't make me cringe. It makes me, I can't stand it. I hate it. I see some jerk off, with this rock star bullshit attitude. And I think, motherfucker, in 20 years, I give you 20 years and you're going to smell really bad. So for all of your cavalier bravado and arrogance and conceit, there's going to be a time in the not too distant future where you ain't going to be shit. Anyway, rant over. Columba, thank you so much, my dear. Ravenfly says, looking lovely as always. Ravenfly, thank you so much, my dear. I truly appreciate that. And by the way, I have always loved your profile pic. You have an absolutely stunning profile pic, my dear. And ladies, maybe I don't have any place to give my opinion, which is cool. You don't have to listen to it. It is just my opinion. And you can tell me to stay, lay, or pray. That's cool. When you get to where you're seeing some gray show up, or as my Native American descended mother used to chastise me and tell me, Silver. It's not gray, it's silver. Insert epic eye roll here. Yeah, whatever, mom. Okay, silver. Got it. But when that starts showing up, man, let it fly because it's fucking beautiful. Okay, that's just my opinion. I mean, dye it if you want. That's totally cool. You know, it doesn't reflect poorly on your personality. It doesn't make you a good person or a bad person. I'm just saying, I think it's beautiful. So, there. And Columba, let's see if I can play a game of Twister and screen cap that. So when you guys send amazing comments like Columba Napo just did, I'm screen capping them and I'm building not like literally a database, but a collection of amazing comments that we plan to edit into music videos. And Ravenflies was quite dope as well. Bat Anonymous, we are glad you are here. Bat Anonymous, thank you so much, my friend. Truly appreciate it. I am more glad that you guys are here, because I'd be by my lonesome if you weren't. Alexa, save this song. Thank you. L Dragon 28, thank you for the follow, my friend. Much, much appreciated. You aren't too old to go to the club. Well, I suppose that depends. I mean, if a mother has duties, she's got to put that first. There seems to be a countervailing relationship as you get older. The time that you have for responsibilities versus the time that you have for having fun. Martac. So I'm being evicted as I was in the hospital due to a breakdown, so I'm scrambling to find a place. Martac, been there. That's so rough. The world is hurting right now. They're suffering everywhere. I can step outside my door. You guys have heard me say this, and throw a rock and hit somebody who is suffering. And I wish there were a button I could push, a lever that I could pull, but there's not. All I can tell you, Martac, is that keep showing up here. And I believe that if you've made it this far in life, I can't see that far into the future, but I believe that you'll make it. I know that's no comfort, that's no consolation. I know. It sure wasn't for me when I was homeless, and in the decades of darkness that I slogged through. There's no comfort when somebody comes into the chat and they tell us that their child passed away, or their husband or their wife, and it happens a lot. There's no comfort that I can give other than that we're here, we're not going anywhere, and we care. And maybe that's not very much. I hope it is. Incidentally, if Martac is open to it, and anybody else is open to it, I mean, you guys are free to connect personally outside of the live stream, and maybe somebody in the chat has a place available for rent. If they do, please reach out to Martac. Most of my investments right now are in stocks. And we have a couple of rentals, but they're not quite ready yet. And they're in Salt Lake. We will have more rentals in the future, but they will be in the Salt Lake area. I don't know where you're at, Martac. Let's see. Martac, where are you at? There you are. Okay, Martac, I just sent you a follow request. I don't know where you're at. You can tell me your location. Maybe I know a real estate professional in your area that might be able to help you find a place. I can't promise anything, but I could give it a look. Hester Leary says, hello, new friend. Welcome, Hester, to the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. If you guys are showing up for the first time and you're wondering what the hell's going on here, my name is DL Mercury. I am the frontman for industrial metal band I Bleed Mercury out of Salt Lake City, Utah. All right, now it's starting to get toasty. Off with the jacket. If you're into bands and artists like Manson, Nine Inch Nails, Static X, Rammstein, Sisters of Mercy, Gary Newman, Rob Zombie, and a little David Bowie, because motherfucking David Bowie, and Cold Chamber, they just got back together. I am so stoked about that. If you're into those bands and artists, you will probably enjoy I Bleed Mercury, which you can find on all streaming platforms. You know where they are. Type in I Bleed Mercury, and you're good to go. I live stream here on TikTok every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. At the moment, I am also simultaneously streaming on YouTube. In fact, let's let's head on over and see if anybody's in the chat on YouTube. Nope. Nada. Nada, nada, nada. Let's see. At one point we had 3. At one point we had 4. And it has dropped to 0, which honestly does not surprise me. That's how it goes with YouTube. Oh well. It is what it is. I ain't salty about it. Don't be salty over the obstacles that get in your way. Don't be salty about your failures. Figure it out, redouble your efforts, dust yourself off, and get back in the game. Easier said than done, I know, but it is doable. Country Chick shared the live tap screen a ton. Thank you so much, Country Chick. Look at that. Nearly 14,000 likes. You guys are amazing. Country Chick, thank you so much. Katie as well. You guys tapping that screen and sending the likes. Ravenfly, drinking wine and watching you. That's pretty damn romantic, actually. Nosferatu Creations, welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend to you. Call sign, I got a funny look for listening to Resist on Alexa the other morning on the highway. Oh. Really? Well, I guess it is on, I guess we are on Amazon Music. Muy interesante, pendejos. Pendejo is my favorite Spanish word. I don't know why. It's just my favorite. And grymt, Swedish for awesome. Crystal Lavaz says, hello, Pappet. Hello, Crystal, my dear. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening. Honored you are here to spend yours with us. Scully says, OMG, thank you so much, Sire. You can't imagine how good that compliment makes me feel. Well, people would know, Scully, if they visited your freaking TikTok channel and they saw. And women oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes they tend to become mothers because their backyard, the milkshake. Need I say any more? Katie says, I can't tell you how excited I am for when some more music is released. I was just working on one of our 2 upcoming tracks just before I started the live stream. And unfortunately, there's a minor issue with it that somebody, I'll make an announcement soon, that somebody is going to have to fix, but they have surgery this week. So it's just been one thing after another, one delay after another. But we're working on it, guys. Trust me. Arky Girl says, you are a sweetheart, DL. Thank you so much, my dear. I try. I like to lead with kindness and respect. Unless we're on the freeway and you cut me off. Don't do that. Elaine Lamort says, hello, DL. What's up? Elaine, my dear. How are you doing? It's good to see you in the live stream. Did you update your profile pic? It appears as though you did. And let us see. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you updated your profile pic. But you are looking lovely as always, my dear. Pleasure to have you in the live stream. Thank you for the lovely red velvet hearts and the roses. Because as y'all know, I love roses. I really do. Roses are fascinating. Just insane, fascinating, strange, beautiful biological things. They're just incredible. Like, dude, what are you doing? I've been watching you for the last 15 minutes staring at that rose. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're just super fascinating and beautiful. Alexa, save this song.
Okay, I have added it to your music library.
Sheila McPeak, this is my hangout. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Sheila, that is an honor. That's amazing. And that is so heavy, guys. When somebody tells you that, this is where I want to be. That's amazing. And this is just one more reason why I tell you guys that you guys make this community the place that it is. I couldn't do it on my own. It would be impossible. I couldn't. You guys, you beautiful souls coming together make this community what it is. You make it the kind of place that Sheila wants to come back to. And that's amazing. I mean, give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are incredible. You guys make this community what it is. And I am so grateful for you guys. Raven says, mom life, finally got my 8-year-old not wanting a hug when going to school because it's not cool. Yeah. It happens. It happens. That will probably come full circle, though, at some point. Love the Bears, meaning beard. She corrected herself. Beard. Ravenfly, thank you so much. Decided to do something a little different. So here it is. I was surprised. Most people said that they preferred the beard. Now, they could be lying, but at least that's what people said. Lisa 13 says, hello, gorgeous. Lisa, thank you so much, my dear. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening. Honored that you should think highly enough of our little live stream here on TikTok to share a little bit of your Saturday night with us. So welcome. Vampire Nico and Country Chic, thank you for sharing the live stream. I sure appreciate that. Was commenting on YouTube, don't think you could see the chat. I just checked the chat and I didn't see any comments there. Weird. Arky Girl, I need a more appropriate avatar name. Something spooky. Arky Girl, is it something that you would be willing to submit to vote to the coven and let them weigh in? I mean, if you don't like their suggestions, you can always tell them to go to hell. You go to hell, and you die. Wait, I think you have to die first and then go to hell. You know what I mean. Must be a problem with YouTube because I was there. That is interesting because I'll head over now and check the chat. Nobody in the chat. Now it shows up. You've got to be slutting my face out of the side of your mom's butt cheeks. Well, for those of you who have been in the YouTube live stream and you have been chatting, I apologize because my chat window was blank. I was not seeing your chats, your comments. So I apologize. So knowing this now, thank you, YouTube, for your shitty interface. I'll bounce back and forth between TikTok and YouTube. Bone Mama, yes, I see you. Christy Blake, Julie Bow, Amber, Bat Anonymous, Sean B. Yep, call sign. Hearth and Hearse. Hearth and Hearse. Robin Bryant. Katie. Yep, I see all of you. I do apologize, my friends. But again, my chat window was blank. I was not seeing your comments. Julie Bow on YouTube says, "Hi, beautiful angel." Julie, you sure do flatter me, my dear, and I appreciate that. When I hear myself being referred to as an angel, it's funny. Demons to some, angels to others. Angels to your mom. Oh! Alrighty. Dead Girl, you are most welcome. And love your updated profile pic on TikTok. Call sign says, get on to Insta Live. It's the way to go. You know, we've done a couple of live streams on Instagram, and it was bad, terrible, horrible, poopy, crappy, shitty, and generally ungood. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. That could be. I can't rule it out. But the signal, the bugginess was just terrible, bad, horrible, ungood, and not good. Chelly Miss 69 says, hi, Deal. Good to see you. Chelly, it's good to see you too, my dear. Happy Saturday to you. Welcome to the live stream. Arky Girl says, you seem to be in a really good mood. Yay. I'm in a terrible mood. Rah! I kill everything. Not really. Well, I mean, maybe. Michelle Bowers Gardner asks, how tall are you? I am 6'2". Six foot two, doused in blue. Here I am on TikTok and YouTube, giving myself to you. Not really. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Arky Girl, I lied. I'm on TikTok. Too many things open. I was on YouTube, but jumped here. Zombie doll. Country chick. Haha, that's great. Arky Girl says, you look smashing tonight. Yeah, baby, I am smashing. Smashing who? Smashing your mom? Oh, I'm just kidding. Sea Witch, you are most welcome, my dear. Arky Girl, hanging on the couch with my doggos and so glad to see you. Oh, doggies. I love doggies so much. When I said goodbye to mine in April of 2016, it sucked. And it sucked so badly that I have not, I would love to have another dog. It's just, when the time comes that you have to say goodbye, it's not fun. And I don't really want to repeat that experience. Power scroll to the top. Gosh, I'm so far behind. I am sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to everyone. Katie says, Arg, I scrolled out. Well, don't do that. Losing our pets is horrible. Bone mamas. It is. It is. It's terrible. The thing with dogs is they're better people than people, but they don't last nearly as long as people. Katie says, you're almost a whole foot taller than me. Haha, I'm only 5'3". FFS. Feet. Okay, I thought you guys used the metric system in the UK. So how do you measure? What would it be? Meters? I truly don't know. Me packing heels to meet DL. Onyx. Zombie doll. Nobody ever calls me Amber. Amber is a beautiful name. That is a super sexy name. It's one of the names that I have always loved. I am not going to share the names, the female names that I don't like, because I think it would be kind of not classy. Even though I think people should generally have enough of a sense of self-pride and esteem built up that they're not worried about somebody's opinion about a name that they didn't even give themselves. But it just seems to be the more gentlemanly, what is that old saying? And I heard it the other day and I love it. I've always loved it. Discretion is the better part of valor. That sometimes the honorable thing to do is just keep your mouth shut. But I will share the ones that I love. There are female names that just have, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But there are female names that have just captured my imagination. As strange as that may be. And you know what? I don't know if other guys are like that. In my personal experience, when it comes to discussion of relationships, intimate relationships, sex, things of that nature, in my personal experience, those discussions, when they're happening amongst guys, they're very sparse. There's not much to those conversations at all. They're usually not graphic, and they're very verbose. There's not much to them. By contrast, because of certain lines of work that I have done in the past, I had occasion to hear women chatting all the time about guys. And those were lengthy, in-depth conversations that were very graphic. So because of that, I don't know how a lot of guys in general may feel about things like this. So it just now occurred to me, I wonder if names are a thing for other dudes or if it's just me. Anyway, Amber is a beautiful name. Jen Beckett. Don't you love my tangents? I hope you do because they're probably not going anywhere. Jen Beckett, good to see you here in the live stream again. She says, hey, Deal, how are you? Hope you've had a great day. I've had a fantastic day. Thank you so much, Jen. Truly appreciate that. Honored that you're here spending time with us on a Saturday night. Let's check the YouTubes. Pat Anonymous says, yay! Damn, I am still here. Yes, there you are. Amber says, peekaboo. Bone Mama, I can see you. Christy, hello. I can see you, Bone Mama. I've just got to switch between TikTok screen and YouTube screen. Julie Bow says, I think TikTok has frozen. It appears to be running okay. Unless I'm thoroughly and completely out of my ass. I could be. I've been out of my ass on more than one occasion, guys. Say Amber with a British accent. To which she responds, Amber? Zombie Doll, you may have a new career in the phone intimacy industry. Is that even still a thing? I don't know. Has the phone intimacy industry given way to cam girls? That could be. Bone Mamas, we are not our pastille. Well, we sure can choose to be or not to be. I would like, personally, to see people not carry their past with them. It's so weird hearing DL say my actual name. Staying on TikTok for now. No worries, Bone Mamas. That works. Sheila McPeak, I definitely love the beard. Thank you, Sheila. I do appreciate that. Well, I guess it's going to stick around. Christy, Angela, I personally love the beard. Oh, you guys love the beard. Oh, that's cool. And like I said, it takes some getting used to, but I'm tough. TikTok Frog, thank you for the follow. Oh, okay. Bone Mama, I am just seeing that. So you were Archie Girl, and now you're Bone Mama. Got it. As in Archie Girl, as in archaeology? Why do I have a feeling that it had to do with archaeology? Our IBM family is awesome. Scully, I could not agree more. It is awesome. It's been an amazing, unexpected blessing in my life. Michelle, I love sunflowers. Sunflowers are amazing. And of course, you get the yummy sunflower seeds. Katie says, you're a strange, beautiful, biological thing, DL. I am not sure those words have ever appeared in the same sentence, referring to me pretty much in the history of ever. It's kind of awesome. Scully says, some of my favorite words are naughty, so it's all good. I love and adore naughty words. particularly during playtime. I could make a sailor blush. I mean, it's got to work with your partner. If it doesn't, then it's just awkward and uncomfortable. Claire Trouble, welcome to the live stream, my dear. Happy Saturday. Good to see you here. Elaine says, yes, updated profile pic. I knew it. But Elaine, not that, geez, not that you have to. You are absolutely stunning, my dear. Katie, thank you for the lovely black and pink velvet hearts. Bone Mamas, we've all gone through a few years of hell and we're all a little batty from it. Maybe that's what ties us all together, at least in this strange, kooky little family. Zombie doll, my ribs are cramping from laughing so hard thanks to Simon. Venomous, I'm going to stay salty as fuck and stay toxic. No, don't do that. You'll be more miserable than the people around you. You'll make them miserable for sure, but you will, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, you will have been the most miserable for it. Should do a charity calendar, call it Only Vamps. Donna says, DL, you are so good-hearted. I try to be. I often fail, particularly when you cut me off on the freeway. Because I like to drive fast. I love driving fast. Why does my screen turn pink? I hate that. But here we have another awesome poll, courtesy of, I believe, Onyx. By the way, Onyx, that was a brilliant idea doing the polls. Fantastic idea. Do you prefer DL with facial hair? A with, B without, C, I don't care. D, Onyx is unhinged. Interestingly enough, Onyx, option D, Onyx is unhinged, is at 20%. So 20% of the people who responded think that you are, in fact, unhinged. 0% says I don't care. So everybody, if actually this is getting stranger and stranger, there's only two responses that have any responses at all. And that's A, with the beard, with facial hair, and D, Onyx is unhinged. Nobody has responded to option B, without, or option C, I don't care. So, very fucking interesting. So everybody likes the facial hair, which means that if I'm going to keep it, then I'll have to retire the blue lip shimmer. So long, blue lip shimmer, I barely knew ya. To the last I grapple with heat with thee. From hell's heart I stabbeth thee. For hate's sake I spit my last breath at thee. Alrighty. Venomous, we love our dear Onyx unhinged. Yes, she is adored and shall be adored and loved for all time. Venomous, I like making others miserable. Just playing. Bone Mamas, my dogs have zoomies and I'm part of their track. Zoomies, I'm not really familiar with what that is. Bone Mamas, thank you for the roses. Let's jump over to YouTube and see what's the dealio. Julie Bow says, hi, beautiful angel. Amina Dreets sent a message and then retracted it. Bone Mama says, hiya. Amina Dreets says, hi, greetings from Germany. Amina, cheers, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. You are seeing us, Mina, on YouTube, obviously. I am also currently live streaming on TikTok. Hearth and Hearse, thank you for the heart smiley, the love smiley. And back to TikTok. Venomous says, pretty, I think you meant sure, pretty sure we are all dirty talkers up in here. I mean, I sure am, but, you know, again, it depends on your partner. You know, if you're with somebody that's very self-conscious and isn't into that kind of thing, it doesn't work. But when you are, and it does. Whew. Bat Anonymous, Christ, my wife can make foliage with her vernacular sometimes. That's funny. Call sign says, your mom can make a sailor blush. Ow! Guys, my mother was a whole other level of ghetto, drunk, druggy, biker chick, mean son of a bitch. That was my mom. Katie says, ooh, playtime DL, you're making me blush. Your mom's making me blush. Ow! Bo Mama says, yes, archaeologist. Ms. Guillotine says, and bedroom eyes. I have a feeling that was connected to another comment that I should be coming up on here directly. Michelle says, you can't change your past, but you can change your future. I get you 100%. And unfortunately, at least TikTok is full of trauma porn. My trauma this and my trauma that. I banged your trauma with a wiffle ball bat. Not really. But I would if I could. Somebody mentioned a couple of live streams ago, they said, trauma is very real. The event of a traumatic experience is real. However, carrying it with you day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, and being re-injured by it every time that you visit it is a choice. It is unnecessary suffering. There's something to be learned, to be gleaned from that suffering, or some meaning that can be imparted into it that will allow you to no longer be a prisoner to it. Guys, if you were curious, and maybe you weren't, I spend no small amount of time quietly in my own thoughts, praying for the right words to give you guys, because I don't want you to suffer anymore. And most of you are. Most of you are. Most of our audience are roughly between the ages of, well, I would say mostly skews early 30s, late 40s, dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, traumatic childhood experiences, addiction, strung out on all manner of prescription and non-prescription meds. People are hurting. And what I've come to understand is that we are empowered. I'm starting to sound like a broken record, far beyond what we allow ourselves to believe, far beyond what people told us about ourselves, and far beyond what we've allowed ourselves to believe. We are capable of so much more. And just as we can think our way into pain and mental illness and spiritual dis-ease, we can think our way back to health. And it is very important to me. It wasn't at first. At first, we were just going to put out music and be done with it. But it was really clear that I had to take a certain degree of responsibility for you guys and make sure that we are creating a community here that expounds upon the virtues of mental health and getting one's life in order and getting in touch with the personal power that you all have. And on cue, here's the newest poll. Are you going to the IBM meetup? Yes, we are having a meetup in, what the hell is it, July? I think it's July. I don't even know. A, yes, 0%. B, no, 0%. C, I wish, 75%. D, maybe, 0%. E, Onyx is tracking us, 25%. Anyway, guys, I want you to be happy, joyous, and free. I don't want you to suffer. Or even worse still, make some of the mistakes that I have made that I can never go back and fix. Man, that is a bitter fucking pill. Margarita, my dear. Margarita, I miss you in the live streams. I miss your fucking face. This woman is a whole other level of gorgeous, and she is a beautiful soul to boot. Yes, Margarita, this is just a Amazon synthwave playlist. But I'm glad you enjoy it. Venomous, he should do a name reveal at so many likes or something. Who should do a name reveal? Bo Mamas, this conversation is all over the place and I love it. Squirrel. Speaking of which, I adore squirrels. They are so cute. I want a squirrel friend. I can watch squirrels for a long time and be thoroughly entertained. They're just so cute. Squirrels. Squirrels are my friend. Yesenia Nunez from Texas. Welcome, Yesenia. Good to see you in the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening. Katie, thank you for the lovely red velvet hearts. Katie, I think I know your name, DL, but I wouldn't reveal it as I know you wouldn't appreciate it. My name's DL. Whatever do you mean? Cyan, hello, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Jen Beckett, good to see you again, too. I enjoy your lives. I'm glad you've had a good day. Thank you, Jen. It has been a fantastic day. Even started the live stream early, which has, I don't think, ever happened. This is so cool. I mean, you guys are, the way you guys are interacting with each other is just amazing. That's so cool. Country Heart, spill the tea, master. What names don't you like? LOL. Just kidding. Yeah. I might have been more inclined to do that in my more asshole-ish, insensitive days, but I'm trying to be a more sensitive gentleman and not such a prick all the time. Venomous says, I hate Josh's and I'm sticking to that. See, if I think most of the Joshes I have known have been all right. Best friends. Rocky, James. And it's interesting because Rocky's middle name is James, Rocky James. But there's Rocky, there's James, James Valdez, one of the most honorable, amazing men I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Hell of a story, too. Chris Wilden. He actually gained some notoriety back in 2011 for a very heroic deed. Just an amazing guy. I think he's working as a firefighter in California now. Monique Jackman, I've talked about her. So let's see. And Rosie. So we've got Rosie, Monique, Rocky, James, and Chris. No relatives on that list. Nobody that I used to share DNA with. Probably a good reason for that. Anyway, interesting thing about names. Hey, if you know any Franks, if you guys have anybody in your life named Frank, tell them that their name backwards is Knarf. And that's fucking hilarious, and I don't care who you are. When I realized that, I just turned me inside out. I laughing my full head off for 15 minutes. Zombie Doll says, turns pink, G, stop. Feet and inches, not meters. Okay. Danny Me, hello, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Love the updated profile pic. Hubba, hubba. Alrighty. Power scroll activated. Let's check YouTube really quick. Eric Paulus, man, it has been a while. I can't find you on TikTok anymore. I miss your positive energy. Eric, just type in I Bleed Mercury into the search bar. On TikTok, we should come up. Hearth and Hearse, I don't associate with my DNA pool either. It's one of the best choices I ever made. Hearth and Hearse, I hear you. I don't know how much in common we have, your experiences to mine. Most of mine are no longer on Earth. And a few of them I knew well enough not to mourn their passing. Ultimately, I am very glad to just be me. And, my family these days, and it has been this way for a long time, I tried to resist it, and I wanted it not to be this way, but it was not to be. I wanted a deeper, more profound relationship with my relatives, but they didn't. And that's cool. I've moved on, and my family now are my friends. With the very few that are still around, I have virtually no relationship with, and there's only one that I have any relationship with, and it's skin deep, paper thin, shallow, superficial at best. Actually, there is only one relative that I have a truly meaningful relationship with, and we have an amazing relationship. But that's it. That's it. I'm sorry if that came off as unkind. I didn't mean it that way. Hearth and Hearse, no worries, no worries. You do not have to walk on eggshells here. We're a tougher bunch here. We're a little more thick-skinned. Sensitive, maybe, but not so easily triggered. We've been through the shit and, picked up a few battle scars, and we are here on the battlefield to tend to the wounded. So do not be afraid of offending anybody. You're all right. Bouncing back over to Shit talk. Bouncing back to your mom. Ow. Alrighty. Let's see here. Alex Burns says, hi, haven't seen you in a while. Likewise, Alex, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the live stream. I hope the new year is shaping up well for you, my friend. Bat Anonymous, I have way too much family. My father was one of 18. Holy shit. I have way over 500 cousins. I hate it. Wow. Yeah, I would not know what that's like at all. I was always, from the very beginning, a stranger to my family, and they were strangers to me. I don't know them. They don't know me. And if they did know me, they wouldn't like me. And I'm cool with that. Rochelle, his name is Dirty Lumberjack. That's right. If you can't remember DL, just think Dirty Lumberjack. Katie, I used to call my teachers at school by their names backwards and it wasn't well received. I can imagine that it wouldn't be, but that's funny. Dorian Lucifer, it's wrong. It's right as of now. You're just making the rules up as you go. Skelly says, Canar. Now, Skelly, you'll never forget that, will you? Do you know anybody named Frank? Is there anybody in your life named Frank? Because if there is, I have planted a seed that will create an emotional response in you every time you interact with that person. You're welcome. They'll look at you. What's so funny? Here's what's really funny. The Punisher, you know, the fictional comic book character, badass, tough guy, vigilante, kills everybody. In the mythology, his name is Frank Castle. Wouldn't it be, it would be so funny to do a parody. You know, Frank Castle busts into the place, getting ready to lay waste to fools. And they're just laughing at him. And he's trying to regain control over the situation, regain some of his influence, his intimidation factor, which he has clearly lost. And the bad guys are just cracking up, just busting a gut. Well, I mean, it's your name, Frank, which backwards is Knarf, and that's fucking hilarious. Should be like an episode of Robot Chicken or something. Bat Anonymous, Knarf, too funny, I know of you. Elaine, yeah, she thought that was funny as well. Venomous, trying to think of what name DL looks like. The mystery may never be solved. Alexa, save this song.
Okay, I've added it to your music library.
Bone Mama's, my dog's name is Frank, but he shall now be Knarf. Frank, I am sorry, puppy. I am so sorry. Ms. Guillotine, but I'm always grateful about two things, my son and music. Ms. Guillotine, that is awesome. I envy you parents. I sure do. Unfortunately, that will never happen for me. Katie, Chris is my son's name. Chris with a K. That's a great name. I've always liked Chris for a boy. And long ago in another life, when I thought one day I might become a father, and if I ever had a son, I knew I wanted to name him Elias, after Sergeant Elias from the movie Platoon. Willem Dafoe crushed that character, meaning he did a good job. He was great in that role. It was a fantastic role. as well. Well, great movie, great acting, great writing. I mean, all around. Plant Daddy, wow, the beard, love it. Thank you so much, Plant Daddy, much appreciated. Yeah, everybody seems to like the beard, so here it is. And I did try applying the lip shimmer. Actually, it's liquid eyeshadow, believe it or not. But it just made me look like I was a member of the band Cradle of Filth. Like I was a member of your mom. Oh, Venomous. Okay, so the name Josh for DL is ruled out. Yeah, I am not a Josh. My given name is an ancient name. Both my first name and my surname are ancient. And that's all I've got to say about that. Ms. Guillotine, if I can't come up with anything to be happy about, I just sit and listen to music. Hey, you're a mother. You have a son. Oh, what a piercing regret that was when I realized, because of terrible choices that I made in my life, that I would never become a father. And how I wished I could go back in time and do those things over. To just have one shot, one mulligan, one do-over. But I never will. I never will. And that was a bitter pill. Call sign DL, have a word. Zombie is picking on me. You're on your own, my friend. And in my experiences, Ambers tend not to take any shit. So you might be in bad shape, my friend. Bone Mamas, I am completely lost. LOL, then you're in the right place. You're actually, ironically, not lost at all. And how we get it from you helping one another. That is the magic of the energy that we have in this spooky little family. Katie, I feel so plain next to beautiful Margarita, but she has gorgeous soul. Sorry, my own insecurities. Yep, Margarita is just... maybe it's the negative, jaded asshole in me, because I was going to say that she is a rare example of profound physical beauty. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful, but a beautiful person inside there, in here. She's truly, legitimately, and genuinely a wonderful soul. But so are you, Katie. Venomous. I saw a squirrel the other day and actually thought of you. Oh, squirrels. I love squirrels. They're so damn cute. They're so cute. And you have their cousins, the otter, which are chubby water squirrels. Yesenia, you are most welcome, my dear. Ms. Guillotine, every day I do try to find something I'm thankful for and something to be happy about. It takes practice, I think, Ms. Guillotine, and some days are more difficult than others. I think it's about, if we can say that we're making progress, we can divorce ourselves from the idea that we'll ever be perfect. So let's maybe not worry so much about being perfect and more about making progress, about being a little better than we were yesterday. Sheila, yes, definitely dealing with anxiety, depression after a nasty divorce. Coming here has my therapy. Sheila, it is an honor for us to, that we've all been able to come together in our own little way and create this place for you and for all of us. It's just amazing. Just amazing. I did not anticipate any of this, but I sure am grateful for it. And how meds are hard to get off. I hate taking them. Oh, they are a son of a bitch. Yeah, they sure are. Zombie Doll definitely leaning on yes on the meetup. I hope you can all come out and make it to the meetup. I want to see and squeeze you all and thank you all in person for being a part of this amazing little family. Margarita, you are so sweet, sire. Oh, shucks. Oh, pshaw. Actually, I am a pretty smooth, sharp, sweet motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. Rochelle going to the meetup. Damn sure better. And how will you run for president for my vote? Yeah. It would be a terrible job. Half of everyone hates you, half of everyone loves you. And then everybody has the delusion that the health of the country rests upon the shoulders of whoever's in the Oval Office. That's not true. If you have a terrible president, but a country of people who are relatively physically, psychologically, and financially fit and healthy, you're going to have a pretty decent country, irrespective of the fact that you have a terrible president. The inverse is also true. You can have a fantastic president who does all the right things, makes all the right decisions, but if you've got a country that's sick, truly profoundly sick, as we are, everything's going to be fucked up. Yeah, that's how it works. I truly am not sure I'd make a great president anyway. Motherfuckers would be gunning for me because I lean strongly libertarian. I have this crazy idea that people should be free and that it is oftentimes government, the state, that is at the heart of so many of our existential woes. And crazy enough, and I thought I would never see this, but now libertarians are being labeled as fascists. It is absolutely clown world out there, guys. Like, we are libertarians precisely because we hate fascism. It is a complete inversion of the truth. So whatever. It is what it is. Right now, the political landscape is such that you either fall in line within a particular narrow range of views, or you're literally a demon from hell. And I had a bit of an epiphany. She was great. No, I'm just kidding. I had an epiphany where I realized that the country's issues really stem from the fact that we are collectively and individually unwell. We're sick. Our lives are sick. We're struggling financially. We're struggling spiritually, psychologically, mentally. We're struggling with our finances. And you can have the best voting machines that never fail, that never spit out an error. You can have the best government systems. You can have all of the best resources, a government that is a finely tuned, well-oiled machine. But if you have a populace that's truly as profoundly and broadly sick as we are, you're going to have a really fucked up state of affairs. And unfortunately, corporate media has gamified and encouraged and weaponized political discontent, because it feels good to get out there and tell that bastard a thing or two. It feels good. So we have a system in social media where we're encouraged and rewarded for getting out there and spewing whatever bullshit political views we have. And it's an especially attractive thing for people whose lives are so broken, who are struggling financially, who are physically sick, dealing with depression, anxiety, strung out on SSRIs, struggling with addiction, conducting a unhealthy relationship with food, struggling financially. But here I can get online and become a keyboard warrior, and suddenly I feel much better about myself. And I don't feel so sick, and I don't feel so helpless. I feel empowered. The problem with that is it doesn't really do anything long term to fix you. It doesn't fix your broken finances. It doesn't fix your broken relationship with food. It doesn't fix your drug addictions or your alcohol addictions. It doesn't fix your depression. It doesn't fix your anxiety. All things that I have been struggling with since almost the beginning of my life. It doesn't really address the root cause of our problems. And when I had this epiphany, I really knew that it was the right decision for I Bleed Mercury to not be an overly political band. We're here to entertain you. And if we are going to talk about heavy things and get deep, we're going to talk about things like mental health, getting your money right, getting your body in shape. Your body's a temple. Take care of it. Keep it in good repair. Get your finances in order. Get your mental health in order. Get into meditation or whatever it's going to be for you. I don't know what it's going to be. You're going to have to find the exact path yourself. But the good news is there are things that we can do that will dramatically improve our quality of life. And guess what happens? When that happens, when you have a people who have been able to elevate themselves and aren't struggling financially or not as badly, who aren't dealing with physical sickness / health issues, who have their mind right, to quote the movie Cool Hand Luke, you got your mind right, Luke? At that point, you can have somebody who's far left, somebody's far right, come together, have a conversation, and not want to strangle each other. So I believe that our problems don't really, they manifest as political differences, but that's not the cause. The cause is that we're a very sick nation. And so if we're going to talk about things in the realm of I Bleed Mercury and get heavy, we're going to talk about things like mental health and getting our lives in order, getting in touch with the personal, almost God-like power that every person has, but they don't believe they have it, but they do, and using that to elevate their life. Because government ain't going to do it for you. Government wants to keep you sick, keep you dependent. When you become independent, that's when you become powerful. Katie says, I got clean from a prescription addiction and so glad I am free from that hell. Katie, I had no idea about that. That is fucking tremendous. Oh my God, that is amazing. Bravo, bravo, well done. Keep doing it. Keep showing up. Elaine, I'm still deciphering the meaning of my trauma. Elaine, as the cheesy saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just keep showing up. Keep plugging away. Hopefully you found a mentor. I think whether it's a physical trainer for getting your physical body in shape, a financial advisor for getting your money right, or a spiritual advisor for getting your mind right. Mentors are a game changer. To use the overused phrase, they are a game changer. So hopefully you have a mentor who's achieved the results that you've achieved, that's willing to kind of serve as a guide and show you the way. But please, Elaine, just keep showing up. Don't give up. Do not fucking give up. Keep showing up. You're capable of more than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. And as you go through this process, you're going to see fools dropping off. They want you to stay at their limited level. And they're going to get salty as fuck about the fact that you're climbing up out of the bucket. So be aware of that. It may have already started to happen. But we got your back. We got your motherfucking back. Meta Romaine, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday. Let's see, what time we at? Terry Durner, is it? I tune in because you keep it real. Honesty and good advice, no BS. Terry, I truly appreciate that. I got to keep my ego in check and remind you guys that if I know anything at all, it's only because I made a lot of terrible, terrible decisions. Katie, DL only has to do a certain look into the camera and it floors me. No dirty talk needed. Bat Anonymous, I'm about to start to do live stuff here. I can only hope I do as well as you. Be yourself, be genuine. My advice would be not to imitate anybody, just be yourself. Ms. Guillotine, all I know is how to do is talk shit. I don't know how to talk dirty. Scully, yes. Trekkie's in the house. I would say if I had to pick, I'm more of a Trekkie than a Star Wars person. A Star Warsy? Star Wars is not nearly what it could be. Call sign, I'll have you know I do not talk dirty. I am British. In fucking deed, sir. Miss Guillotine, thy words hath tickled my amusement awake. Well, that's how I do. I tickle your amusement. And other things. Katie, do you change your contacts every day? DL, just a genuine question. No, they stay pretty much where they're at. Always. Where they've always been. You may not even know what I mean by that. Julie Bow, beautiful angel, I could call you my blue shimmer angel as you make me so happy to see you. Julie Bow, thank you so much, my dear. What a pleasure to have your light in our spooky little coven here. About 15, I'll step out for a second to put the gremlins to bed. No worries, zombie. We'll be here when you get back. LOL, you just quoted Khan from the Star Trek movie. That's true. Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. With oh shit, I'm blanking on his name, but he was Mr. Rourke in Fantasy Island, alongside Hervé, and I'm blanking Hervé's last name, who I actually met him once too, before he checked out. But anyway, actually the quote originally is from Melville's novel Moby Dick. Zoomies when they run madly up and down. All right, got it. I wasn't sure what that was. All right. I really don't want to because it's tedious, but I will do it for you guys. Venomous Lucretia says, try the lip gloss so we can vote. So, begin. Power scroll to the top. And Kaliho's in the house. Welcome, Kaliho. We'll check YouTube here really quick. Thank you, YouTube, for being patient. Associate with, how the fuck can anyone think libertarians are fascists? Hearth and hearse. I mean, it stumped me when I started seeing, because I always viewed, and I have almost always been a libertarian my entire life. And I've always viewed it as being the ideological safe haven. Like you could say libertarians are crazy utopians, but you couldn't say that we're fascists. We're literally the polar opposite of fascism, unless you have no fucking clue what fascism is, which is not uncommon either. But rather than arguing different political ideologies, I want to see people get more mentally healthy. I think that's the problem. I think when you have people with different political ideas, religious ideas, philosophical ideas, who are mentally healthy and well-adjusted, they can come together and have a conversation and not want to choke each other out. So that's my official position. Yeah, I lean libertarian. Actually, I'm an ANCAP, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what my political opinions are or what yours are or hers or his or any other. person's political views are. The first question should be, is my mind right, or am I depressed, addicted, nervous, anxious? Am I messed up? Because if I'm messed up, I'm probably not in good shape to have political conversations with anybody, because it's going to devolve into a shit show. And the sad thing is, the thing that doesn't give me a whole lot of hope, guys, if I'm being honest, is the fact that mental illness is rewarded. It's difficult to do the work necessary to be physically, spiritually, and financially healthy. It's difficult to trade long-term gains for immediate gratification and save those few extra dollars, maybe invest them. It's difficult to not eat that eclair and go on a jog instead. It's difficult to spend 10 minutes meditating and quieting your mind and just being. It's difficult to do these things. It's much easier to indulge in all of the immediate opportunities for immediate gratification that the modern world provides, which make us sicker and sicker and sicker, and make us less likely to have friendly, amicable conversations when we're talking to somebody who's opposite of us on the political spectrum. Hearth and Hearse, anyone who tries to keep you from bettering yourself isn't worth keeping in your life. I would say generally that's true. I would like to think that I could be a little more compassionate, but there definitely comes a time where you've just got to love somebody from a distance and no longer have them in your life, because they will toxify you. Margarita, I didn't see anything. Didn't see what of anything? What are you referring to, Margarita? Mama Queenie, good to see you in the live stream again, my dear. Happy New Year. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Yeah, Scully, you know, and there's something that I've learned is that looks can be deceiving. That's all I'm going to say. The person that will rock your world in the bedroom will oftentimes be the last person that you imagine being that person. Tanner Fox, thank you for the follow, my friend. Much appreciated. Kaliho, I want to see people educated and have a civilized debate and still respect each other's views. 100%. 100%. Because not everybody's going to align. Everybody's going to have different views about everything. Literally everything. But watch that discussion. That discussion will tell you a great deal about the mindset, about the mental health of the people involved in that discussion. If it degenerates into a fist fight, both those people are probably really not well. And this country is not well. Everybody's struggling. Physically, spiritually, financially. So how can you expect that the political landscape would be anything but the shit show that it is? Take, for instance, I know this is anecdotal, but here it is anyway. Years and years ago, I worked with a guy who was a devout Marxist. I despise Marxism, socialism, communism, and all of its permutations. But I also know that generally people don't abide by a particular political ideology because they hate humanity. They abide by it, they adopt it, they embrace it because they think that's the best way to get the most people fed, clothed, and cared for. Noble intentions. What I also know is that oftentimes people who cause the most damage in the world have pockets bulging with love. So at this point, I'm less concerned with what a person's specific political views are, then how much of a fanatical crusader they are. That's going to be the biggest indicator as to whether or not they're a major asshole. And I found them even in my camp, the libertarian camp, of people who were just unhinged. But Kaliho, you're absolutely right. If you have an educated, civilized debate or conversation with people who are educated, civilized, and doing fairly well in their life, they're going to be much less likely to be at each other's throats. And that's why, in my opinion, if we're not talking about mental health, we're putting the cart before the horse. That there's no way we can ever have any sort of political discussion or compromise if we're as fucked up as we are. Anyway, whatever. Insert epic eye roll here. Zombie doll sits here innocently. Zombie doll, you're not innocent. Amber's doing it again. Nobody likes the tattletale. Not a fan of Star Trek, but Star Wars is amazing. There were two games that I used to be into games a little bit many, many years ago. I stopped in like 2009, 2008, 2009. And there were two games for the original Xbox machine, console, whatever. Let's see, it was Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, the first one and the sequel. And those games were like how I always wished Star Trek really was. Darker, grittier, a little more serious. It was okay before, but it's just, in my personal opinion, just gotten worse. But that's just me, and I know a lot of people love it. Hey, and that's totally cool. As far as Star Trek, the original show was great. The Next Generation. Dollface Witchy, the gorgeous, the lovely soul, another beautiful soul. What is it with? We are so lucky. You guys are just beautiful people inside and out. Easy on the eyes and truly beautiful, kind, selfless people who would take time and resources and money out of your life and give it to somebody else to help somebody else in need. You guys are just amazing people, and I am so blessed to be a part of this community. You guys are fucking awesome, and I love and adore you. Anyway, Dollface Witchy. So nice to chill with you tonight. Likewise, my dear. It is a pleasure and honor to have you with us. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I'm following you. Yes, okay. Dollface, I'm checking because I found out recently that I cannot message somebody that I am not following. So, anyway. Look at you, Dollface Witchy. 24,500 likes, 4,200 followers and growing. Well done. Venomous, I've watched every Star Wars and Star Trek ever made. I watched the Star Trek films with Shatner and crew, but none of the new ones. Onyx, didn't find Star Wars interesting. Ricardo okay. That was his name. You guys are on it like Blue Bonnet. You're on it like my mom. She was on it. My mom was on it like your mom. Your mom was on it like my mom. John Joseph Jr., be yourself, and if people don't like it, they're not worth your time. I think that's true to an extent. Let's be a little open to some potential criticism, though. I know that I have needed that more times in my life than I can count. Somebody who's got their shit together. First of all, I mean, our circle of friends, our peers, our colleagues, our sphere of influence should be people who we aspire to be more like. I want to surround myself with people who are better than me, who hold me accountable and keep me pushing forward. And will also therefore not hesitate to say, hey, you're fucking up here. You need to get your shit together. That old cheesy saying that we've all heard ad nauseum, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most, is generally speaking fairly true. There's a lot of truth to that. I think if you spend your time to surround yourself with top tier people, you're going to be in good shape. Kaliho, trust your instinct. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. I think generally speaking, that's true. I think most people have an innate voice, which is probably not going to suggest that you jump off a bridge. It's going to communicate with you relative to your best interests. Beach Girl, hi Sarah, my beloved coven. Beach Girl, welcome to the live stream, my dear. Pleasure to have you with us tonight. Dollface, my dear, thank you so much for the fire. Butterfly Kisses, thank you for the share. Bone Mamas, I sponsor women in recovery, and my sponsor is critical for my continued sobriety. Don't do life alone. This. I'll say this again. No, I'm kidding. Bone Mamas, I sponsor women in recovery, and my sponsor is critical for my continued sobriety. Don't do life alone. I could not agree more. I could not agree more. It used to look like a nail, but you obliterated it. Forget hitting the nail on the head. It's like so much metal shavings now. Spot on. At least that's my experiences back up what you're saying. Scully DL, you are a powerful motivational speaker. People hear you. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. Really what it comes down to is I just don't want you guys to suffer like I have and make so many of the terrible decisions that I have made. Because I believe that you're capable of more than what you allow yourself to believe. Dollface, OMG, love the beard. Thank you so much, Dollface. I appreciate that. It seems pretty unanimous. I was not sure anybody would like it. As it turns out, the tide has overwhelmingly turned in a way that I didn't anticipate, and people are down with the beard. So we are so split as a people because that is what the government wants. 100% divide and conquer. Keep the people sick, and they will, and give them a good reason to hate each other, and that's what they're going to do. Real Dude says, nope. I don't know what that means. Real Dude, 45. Let's see. Judging from the pic, I bet the 45 is an allusion to the fact that he is an aficionado of the pew-pews, particularly the Colt 45, the venerable 1911. Nice weapon. I don't know how practical they are in a situation when the dirt hits the fan. Lots of moving parts. Beautiful weapon. Beautiful piece of machinery. I'm not a Glock guy because I'm beholden to the brand. It just works. You know, it's a simple, easy weapon that anybody can use. It's good enough for military and special forces all over the world. It's good enough for me, and it's been my go-to piece of machinery of choice for when did I get that first Glock 17? I guess that was 2005, 2006. Anyway, point is, real dude 45. Judging from your comment and your picture, you may have rushed to judgment of me, and I might surprise you, but whatever. Dollface, totally agree. I finally got myself on a path that will completely turn my life around. Dollface, I am so glad to hear that. Gosh, you deserve it. And it sucked watching you suffer. And I am free to chat. Well, honestly, I'm not always free to chat. None of us ever is. You know, we got life and other things. But you're free to reach out to me anytime. And I will respond if you just want to chat and you just want to hear a friendly voice. Well, read friendly text. How about that? I don't think you can do voice chat yet on TikTok. Guys, thank you so much for the gifts. Kaliho, when people bully are mean and horrible, the calls are really coming from inside the house. That is so freaking true. You 100% nailed it. Katie Bleeds, Mercury, you're a beautiful keyboard warrior. Oh, shucks. Elaine, you have a wonderful evening, my dear. Thank you so much for being a part of our live stream. Butterfly Kisses New Year so far has been awesome. Ooh, you got COVID. That sucks. Gosh, that sucks. What a piece of shit COVID has been for planet Earth. White Knight, you are very attractive. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. I like to look good for you guys. Venomous, you got to try the lip gloss in so we can see it with the new half goatee. Okay, all right, son of a bitch, I'll do it. Charlotte Curtis, good to see you, my dear. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Glad to see you in the live stream, my dear. Margarita, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I love myself. It was a long road traveled alone. Margarita, you're fucking beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you different. Power scroll to the top. Do you think you'll prefer DL's lip shimmer? A, with 40% say with. B, without 40% say without. C, damn it, DL, put it on 20%. D, I don't care 0%. All right. Some bitch. Let me just peep the YouTube comments really quick because anybody who's been over there and not on TikTok has been hella patient. Oops. Wrong window. There we go. Appears no new comments in the YouTube chat. Alrighty. Don't listen to Amber DL. I'm polite and charming and British. British? Yeah, see, I got one of these. And it lights up and stuff. Much like your mom. Because that'd be lighting hose up. I'm just kidding. make me do this shit. Let's move the mic for a moment. All right, I'm not going to get a whole lot more detailed with it. I could. I think this is sufficient. Alrighty. Much, really? Claire Trouble says, much better. Sheila, I like you with. Rochelle, I changed my mind. It's sexy. Scully says, laughing, crying with money bag. Is that a good thing? Bat Anonymous, it works. Venomous, I love it. Julie Bow, love it. Beach Girl says Zauza. This surprises me because I don't think it's great. I think it's ungreat, if you will. Sheila, I like you with. Margarita, I like it. Katie, that look made me crease up. Beach Girl, damn, that's hot, sire. Zombie Doll, look at deal, go. Ow, throws dollar bills. Dollar bills, really? Just useless Federal Reserve notes. Hey, did you know that in financial parlance, the word note is used to describe an instrument of debt? True story. Every dollar is a note, an instrument and a record of debt held by you. Anyway, don't get me started. Read was it the Beast from Jekyll Island? The Monster of Jekyll Island? Margarita, a little BTS moment. What is BTS? I've got the dumbs. Scully says, DL, you do it because you love us. I do. I love and adore you guys. Katie says, oh, this is cool watching DL put on the shimmer. Claire Trouble, thank you, Mr. Deal, for putting the shimmer on because, damn, your mom lights up, zombie. Venomous, he keeps putting off the gloss. I'll give him an A for effort. Alrighty. Jenka, welcome to the live stream, my dear. Good to see you here. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Ooh, Scully, I didn't know you were a Glock lady. I love you even more. My Glock is a part of my body. It's always my go-to weapon. Very soon I will be acquiring the 19. I have the 17, but it's not great for concealment. Zombie doll, no, I didn't call you out on your height. Were you talking to me? Oh, call sign. Yeah. Call sign, she gonna fuck you up. You guys are just too much. This is funny. This is an older comment, but made me smile. From Zombie Doll, Amber. Simon melted like butter when he heard my smooth American voice. I bet he did. Hey, you guys weren't going to let me weasel my way out of the blue shimmer. Power scroll to the top. Call sign. I could go into detail on that comment. I will. Oh, I bet. Blood Moon 86. Love your lighting. Thank you so much, my friend. Typical cyberpunk. Blue and magenta. But I like it. And we definitely have a kind of cyberpunk vibe going. Zombie doll, I have a 9mm Taurus I carry. I had the the Taurus Millennium, which I owned briefly back in 2005 and did not gel. And I actually got that from James Valdez, one of the gentlemen I was talking about earlier. And that was not long before he became a police officer, which he is no longer. Call sign, apologize for Zombie Doll's behavior this evening. She had too much sugar today. Blood Moon 86. You are in the right place, my friend. Indeed, you will find many kinfolk here in the I Bleed Mercury Coven. Speaking of which, if you are new here, showing up for the first time, you're wondering what the hell's going on. My TikTok just got all blue and vampy and handsome. Not really. My name is DL. I am the guitar player and vocalist for industrial metal band I Bleed Mercury out of Salt Lake City, Utah. See, this is, well, one of my guitars. If you're into bands and artists like Manson, Nine Inch Nails, Static X, Rammstein, Sisters of Mercy, Gary Newman, Rob Zombie, and a little David Bowie, you'll probably enjoy our music, or not. You can check it out on all of the streaming platforms. Just search I Bleed Mercury. I live stream here on the Shit Talks every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Currently simultaneously live streaming on YouTube. Go follow us. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's I Bleed Mercury Official on YouTube. Check out some of our music videos and stuff. BTS behind the scenes. Got it. Venomous. Okay, it's the glossy is all smiles now. I like that BC Rich guitar you've got there, visible on the YouTube stream. This is it. Yep. I got this from a friend in California, my old stomping grounds. BC Rich Junior V 7-string, and you can't really tell, but it's like transparent purple. Black on the edges, kind of fading to purple in the middle. Unless the light hits it right, it's kind of hard to tell. Chernobyl Studios, is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. Guys, Chernobyl Studios is the studio that mixed and mastered Resist, which you can hear. You can check out the lyric video for that song on our YouTube channel. That's I Bleed Mercury Official on YouTube. That's Scott with Chernobyl Studios. Did an incredible job. Also sells some amazing courses for home music production online. Scott, if you're still in the chat, man, feel free to drop your link. Katie says that poll was 100% with. I know it was. It was. So the blue shimmer is not going anywhere then, right? Yay. Dynamo Dude, hell yeah, you rock that beard. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, so everybody likes the beard and the blue lip shimmer. So I guess it is what it is. Beach Girl, I have a 380 and 327 Fed mag. In my personal opinion, every individual of sound body and mind should be educated on the safe use of self-defense equipment. I'll just say that. Don't want to catch a ban from shit talk. Katie says a final mix of Resist is absolutely sick. I think Scott did a great job with it. Or a 38 snub or standard. You know, I remember a time, a long time ago, when semi-autos, particularly the polymer frame semi-autos, still had to struggle to gain acceptance in military LEO. You know, the go-to was always the revolver because it always works. And they just can't keep up anymore. You know, the engineering, even on the brands out there that aren't the big names, they're able to build weapons that are absolutely reliable and do the job. So yeah, revolvers are still cool, but it's hard to, you know, if you take like the Glock 17, you know, that's 16 plus 1. So you've got 17 rounds, plus if you've got a dual mag carrier, you know, you've got 17 times 3 rounds versus 6 in a revolver and maybe 2 speed loaders. Zombie doll, I am no longer allowed 4 cups of coffee before a live. Cassie, you're frass. I'm going to leave and come back. Cassie, we will be here when you return, my dear. Blood Moons 86 says, I've been into those bands forever. Thank you. I'm going to love it here. Welcome, Blood Moon. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you with us. Chernobyl Studios, Scott, aka Scott at Chernobyl Studios, the shit talks. That's brilliant. Yeah, so Scott, we've had ongoing issues with getting banned. You know, we'll get a lot of trolls that come in and try to talk shit. You know, these poor bastards living in the basement, living unrewarding, empty, shallow lives, not getting laid probably. And they come in and they try to troll. And so, you know, I'm using it as an opportunity. You know, I'm giving it right back to them, and the audience loved it. Well, what they would do is they would get salty, they would get upset, and they would report me for bullying and harassment. So we were catching all these bans, and moderation on TikTok is terrible. It's virtually non-existent. It's all run by an algorithm. So I took to calling it shit talk, because that is what it is. Really, the only thing going for TikTok is the reach. You do get really good reach here, and that's why we've been able to grow the community to the extent that we have. But beyond that, it ain't worth a pot to piss in. You're meant to be playing for us, DL. Crosses arms and frowns. Oh, I'll play for you guys. Within the next hour, I'll I'll do a playthrough of Resist for all of y'alls. All of you motherfuckers. Call sign Amber likes to butter my biscuit. Hey, you keep that between you two. Katie, why do Americans spell color with no U? Why do British people say aluminium? It's aluminum. Num. Not neum, num. Like num-nums. Like what you do when you have a boob. Num, 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 num. It's very simple. It's very simple. Beach Girl, I have found where I belong with Sire and my beloved Coven. You guys mean so much to me. Beach Girl, you are just so wonderful. You are so fucking amazing. Dynamo Dude just got a Dean from Goodwill for $20. What? Was that like the Dean V or the ML? If I could find a really nice Dean ML, all white, without that terrible V-neck profile, I would pick it up for sure. Magenta is the pain tone color of 2023. Pain tone, I'm not familiar. Scott, I don't know why I'm just now remembering this. Scott, if you're still in the chat, Scott with Chernobyl Studios. Guys, give Chernobyl Studios a follow, because this gentleman makes incredible material for the home musician regarding home music production. Has a fantastic YouTube channel as well. Go follow him on YouTube. And Scott's really just a great guy besides. But yeah, Scott, I'm just now realizing you rock the BC Rich guitars as well. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen you not have a BC Rich. You're exclusively BC Rich, if I'm correct. Blood Moon 86, I feel the love in here. We have a fantastic community here, Blood Moon. And I think the longer you stick around, the more clear that will become. Power scroll to the top. Julie Bow, I was laughing too funny, num num. Isn't that what you do when you have boobs? There's only one thing to do. I mean, if you got boobs, there's only one appropriate course of action to take at that point. Call sign says check YouTube. Doing so now. Got Chernobyl Studios, aka Scott with Chernobyl Studios. Hearth and Hearst, num nums. But of course. Call sign says, can I just, tonight's live has been a blast despite not being in Coven. Everyone in the live tonight has been amazing, and always it's a pleasure watching you work. Your awesomeness, good sir. And Zombie has made me laugh way too much tonight. She, my American badass. That's so fucking awesome. Gosh, that is so awesome. Guys, I just did not anticipate this whole thing becoming what it's become. Just been amazing. You guys are just incredible. Siggy, no worries. If you need to go back to laying down and feel better, please do so, my dear. Dean Evo XM Ruby Red. Was the Evo the single cut? The kind of Les Paul shape? Scott with Chernobyl Studios, without any apologies. I'll BC Rich all day. I don't care what anybody says. Fucking A, brother. I sure wish that they would bring the Beast back. I've got it. Well, really all my guitars are Beasts, but Scott, you may appreciate this one. Give me just a sec. This was my main for many years. The very first I Bleed Mercury demos were recorded in it was 2008, 2007 or 2008 were recorded on this guitar. Got a shitload of stickers. Witch Vomit, very cool death metal band out of Portland, Oregon. Never pay retail. That is the sticker that came with, hang on, got a poll here that I've got to dismiss. This is a sticker that came with this watch. My Tissot Powermatic 80. Let's see. I'll just go away. Let's see. Fatalist, very cool death metal band from, I think, Indiana. Centenary, cool death metal band from Detroit. Some good friends of mine. The sticker for the Middle Aged and Creeped Out podcast, which I did earlier last year. That was a lot of fun. Sticker at the bottom, Dismember, very cool death metal band out of Stockholm, Sweden. Shinobi. When this came out in the arcade, I played the hell out of it. That thing sucked up so many of my quarters. Let's see. Right here, Brutality, very cool, underrated death metal band out of Tampa, Florida. My kind of homemade Wayne Static tribute sticker. Because, man, him and his band were such a huge influence on I Bleed Mercury. And then I've done various modifications, moved the strap nut, ground down a couple of spots that dig into my man parts, which is never cool. Here as well. And just a all-around solid guitar. I thought about upgrading it with some active pickups, but oops. It's weird because I'm seeing myself inverted. Yeah, because TikTok inverts the image. It's way out of tune. So this hasn't been my main, and I don't really play it anymore, but it hasn't been my main for a long time. I got this 7-string, which is only the second 7-string that I've ever owned, and it's pretty much the only one I ever play, but it still needs some work. Power scroll. Venomous, not the man parts, can't damage those. Indeed. They are to be preserved at all costs. Zombie Doll is back to sow seeds of destruction and complete and utter ruin. Ashley, what's going on, my dear? How are you doing? Good to see you in the live stream. I hope you and hubby are well and fully recovered from the coof. Venomous, no Rolex yet, DL. I am not really a huge Rolex fan. I'm pretty well educated about Rolex. I think the market for Rolex is still ridiculously inflated, and there's probably only two that I would ever own. I would like to have a Milgauss with a blue dial, because you can get it with a white dial or a black dial. And then there's the older version that did not have the lightning bolt index hand, the orange lightning bolt. So I would have a newer one with the lightning bolt and a blue dial. And I would like to have an Air King or a linen dial Datejust, but I'm not really a huge fan of Rolex. It's really a status piece that's garnered, I think, a lot more attention than it really deserves, particularly with the bullshit hip hop culture crowd. And, Rolex isn't even considered to be a part of the Trinity, the holy trinity of Swiss mechanical watches, which would be Audemars Piguet, Vacheron Constantin, and AP, Vacheron, and I'm blanking on the third. Patek Philippe. So those are generally considered to be the Trinity. But there are some stupid expensive watches out there that, roll into the hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. Like Richard Mille, those watches are ridiculous. And gaudy as hell. I would never own one. Just not my thing. I like a really simple watch. Even this one is got a little too much going on. Anyway. Dynamo Dude, well, I used to have a couple of BC Rich bases, Warlock Gold, and Platinum. Warlocks are cool guitars. Call sign, well, let's not leave the classic 7 gem out. I've had many Ibanez's in my life. In fact, I have an Ibanez 5-string bass. But the gem, I have not owned a gem. I recently sold a 570 that just didn't gel with me. The necks on the newer Ibanez guitars, mostly from the last 30 years, are super thin. And I don't like a really thick neck for sure, but Ibanez necks are just a little too thin and weird. And plus, they put all the controls right where your picking hand is supposed to go. So, Dynamo Dude, yep, Les Paul body. That's what yeah, because I have looked at the Evos before, and I think they got a cool take on the Les Paul style. I like their take on it. Power scroll to the top. Venomous, have you bought Rosie a ring or I'd one? Yes. Yes. And it should arrive Monday. Yeah. Silver heart with diamonds. Scott with Chernobyl Studio says, also, I believe the Beast design was actually created by the Hoffmans from DSI back in the day. Can't confirm. Yes, it actually was. It was Brian Hoffman was the originator of the design. Let's see. Neil Mosier with Mosier Guitars was actually making it for a while as well. You could get a custom Beast from him, but due to various legal bullshits and it being determined ultimately that BC Rich owned the design for the Beast, Neil had to start. He makes a guitar now that's kind of similar to the Beast. I think he calls it the Spawn, and it's a little different. And he had to pivot in order to avoid legal problems. But yeah, it was a collaboration with Brian Hoffman from Deicide. You are absolutely right. I was a part of that that social group on Facebook back in the day, and it started to get a little weird and toxic. Venomous, Rolex is an investment piece if you're able to buy it right, for sure. You know, buy it when the market's down. The market in watches is coming down. I haven't been watching the watch market very closely lately because even though I am something of an aficionado, I don't plan on making a purchase anytime soon. I just know anecdotally from other people that the market has been dropping substantially. So yeah, you can definitely, you know, if you find a motivated seller and the market's down, it is absolutely possible to get into a Rolex at a good enough price that you can, you know, I know a lot of people are into watch trading and flipping, which probably isn't a bad gig. I know people are doing it successfully. Requires a lot of education. There's that guy that sells the course for watch trading, but to get the full curriculum is like thousands of dollars. And, you know, if you've got, I think it was like $9,000 for the whole shebang. And if you can invest that much to learn how to properly trade watches, then, you know, go for it. But if you don't know what you're doing, you'll get your ass handed to you. See, I'll give it another 15 minutes and then we'll, if you guys want, I'll do a playthrough of Resist. Divine Darling, my dear, welcome to the live stream. Pleasure to have you with us. Dynamo Dude, Omega Watch. Some people say Amiga or Omega. It's Omega, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. In the scheme of things, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. Yeah, Omega makes some fantastic watches, some really cool dive watches. The Moon Watch, obviously, is probably their most famous watch. I hope you guys can't see me adjust because that would be a little uncouth. And far be it for me to be uncouth. Yeah, Omega, great watches. Dude, 7 string gem with low pro Floyd. Get you one, you won't be disappointed. I'm just not sure I could justify spending that much money. If I was going to spend that much money, I'd probably say fuck it and just get a custom guitar. But again, I don't like where Ibanez places the electronics controls, the pickup switch and the volume knob. They're right there, and that bugs the hell out of me. Also, I don't like the mid pickup, which you could technically change out the pick guard and just have 2 humbuckers. Zombie doll, who said my name again? LOL. Amber, you just want us to say your name, don't you? Amber. 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 Motherfucking Amber. Anyway, let's peep comments on YouTube if anybody's over there. Looks like we got a couple of folks. Hearth and Hearst, thank you for being so patient. I guess I should be checking YouTube more. $1 million for a watch, I'll pass. LOL. Yes, in many cases, multiple millions. Even just the Rolexes, which are not considered to be a part of the Trinity. Again, the Trinity being Vacheron Constantin, Audemars Piguet, and Patek Philippe. Even just the Rolexes, you had the President, the Datejust, the Panda, the Pepsi, the Batman, the Hulk. These are considered to be iconic watches that trade in 6 figures easily. But as investments, if you buy them right, they can be, it can be a lucrative side hustle. But they are a status symbol. And, some years ago, I read something that really kind of adjusted my thinking when it comes to the finer things in life. For instance, in that closet behind me, which you guys can't see, I have a collection of, they're mostly dress shoes, of fine handmade dress shoes and some boots from the American company Allen Edmonds. They've been in business about 90 years. They've been making fine gentlemen's footwear for a long time, made by hand in Port Washington, Wisconsin. And retail, these damn things go for, on average, $450 a pair. I've got 23 of them, way more than I need. And to be sure, there's some dudes out there who I've gotten to know who have collections that dwarf mine. Now, there's some brands out there that are even more expensive, multiple thousands for a pair of handmade shoes. And it's easy to just guess that, well, these are things that don't have nearly as much intrinsic value as their price would suggest. And that can be true. Take a Supreme hat that's, $500. I'm sure that the brand has probably dropped in price since the company sold out, but truly they are fine shoes, and with proper care they will last multiple decades. And I knew a lot of business guys where these shoes had actually become family heirlooms that, again, properly cared for, they will last for fucking ever. And what I read some years back is that it was from an old retired executive. And he was talking about when he's interviewing somebody or he's checking somebody out or he's meeting somebody with the potential of possibly doing business with in the future, he's checking out his watch. He's looking at his shoes, looking at a suit, the gorge, the fit, the fabric. Uh, some people think of it as arrogant, but there's a little call out that oftentimes you can notice with a suit. When it's handmade, a lot of times the individual wearing the suit will leave one of the cuff buttons unbuttoned, because generally with a cheap suit, the buttons are not functional. But if it is a handmade suit, if it's a bespoke suit that's made for you, as really they all should be, well, those buttons are functional. And when you leave one unbuttoned, it's a signal, it's a little call out. Hey, I'm wearing a tailored handmade suit that was made for me. This is not a cheap suit. It's a call out. It's a signal. And this guy was saying that he's looking for these little signals. He's looking at the guy's shoes. He wants to at least see a pair of Allen Edmonds on the guy's feet or the lady's feet. All right. And as far as fine gentlemen's shoes goes, Allen Edmonds is about the most affordable that you can buy, because again, they get quite expensive. But he wants to see at least a pair of Allen Edmonds on the guy's feet. And here was his logic. Here's the point that I'm getting to. That if he sees you're wearing a cheap watch, cheap suit, cheap shoes, he's going to think, well, why? Why are you not rocking at least the bare minimum here? And the logical answer is, well, because you can't, because you can't afford it. And then the next question is, well, why? Why can't you afford it? And this is just his logic. I'm just the messenger here. And he says, well, if the reason that if you can't afford it, the only possible reason is that you're not making enough money. Then the next question is, well, why? Why aren't you making enough money? Because you're not doing enough deals. You're not doing enough business, or you haven't yet established yourself as a trustworthy person to be doing business with. So this was his line of reasoning when it comes to accoutrement, watches, shoes, and all that shit. So it really is more than just shallow, superficial window dressing for the human body. It can signal that you've got your shit together, that you're doing business, you're doing deals, you're rocking and rolling. You're doing enough business that people trust you, that you're a trustworthy, honorable person to do business with, because you're not going to get very far in business if you're not. Now, do I need 23 of those goddamn pairs of shoes? Absolutely not. I don't. I was just in a really fortunate situation and I took advantage. But it does pay to have some nice items in your closet, whether a nice pair of shoes or a couple of nice suits. Good to have. You never know. Anyway, boy, I sure ranted about that. I'm trying to kill some time before I get ready to do the resist playthrough. But yeah, ultimately, Hearth and Hearse, I agree. $1 million watch. I don't. This was about 500. This was about $500. And Tissot is a fantastic value if you're looking for something that's really nice, mechanical watch that won't break your bank. But $1 million, that's, I don't personally think that's necessary, but, to each their own. People are free to spend their money in any way they see fit. That's just not what I would do with that money. Hello, Yesenia Nunez. Hearth and Hearse, I guess I can't complain. We all have something we're willing to spend our money on. What I would much rather do is buy that $1 million watch for, $750,000 and turn around and flip it and make $250,000. All right, let's bounce back over to shit talk. Fucking shoes. 23 goddamn pairs. Ridiculous. Struggling first time father. Congratulations, my friend. You will survive this. It's Prodigy 420. Any kind words of encouragement been down lately? It's got to be rough. There was a time in another life where my relationship with my father was profoundly strained. And when we got through that time, which we eventually did, I was able, in retrospect, to look back and appreciate how tough he had it, especially in modern times. Men are generally, I'll put it kindly, and I'll say that men are generally disliked. We are viewed as being the authors of all of the woes suffered by planet Earth. And what do? We shrug, we roll up our sleeves, and we go the fuck back to work. I think honorable men are amazing. I do not fly at all with the modern misandrous view that, men are inherently evil and, all of the horseshit that's tossed around in the media these days. The world needs more strong, honorable, hardworking men. And being a father is got to be one of the toughest jobs that a man can do. One of the toughest. Words of encouragement. Don't quit. It's not easy. It may not get easier. I think that you've probably got some moments coming your way that are going to make you feel like it was worthwhile. But I envy you. I wish I could go back and I could undo certain things that I have done that preclude me from ever being a father. If I could go back and do things differently, I would do so in the middle of this sentence, because I came to believe that being a father was the highest embodiment of life for me, as far as anything that I could do. And now that's permanently off the table. So I envy you, my friend. I envy the challenge that you're experiencing and the immense blessings that are coming your way because you are a father. Just don't quit. Keep hanging out with us. You're going to find a lot of wonderful, positive people here in our spooky little coven. And it's so cheesy, but it's true. This too shall pass. The sun will rise again. And it's not always going to be so tough. Reality Tonic Podcast in the house. What's going on, my friends? DL is a bad Oh, you flatter me. I'm not, guys. I'm flawed just like anybody else, but I truly, truly appreciate that. Always amazing to see you guys come in and say what's up in the live stream. Did you guys know that I did an episode of Reality Tonic Podcast, and it was a lot of fun, and I hope we can do it again in the future. Spencer and crew with Reality Tonic Podcast, give them a follow, guys, please. I would consider it a personal favor. Dynamo Dude, can we hear a beastly growl or a vocal note pitch? Way back in the day, many years ago, I was doing that kind of thing in the death metal world, and it takes a lot out of you. It really messes your voice up if you're not well practiced and warmed up, and potentially painful if you're not careful. Beach Girl, I have a Rolex, but I love my Michael Kors better. My Rolex sits in my jewelry box. Spencer from Reality Tonic Podcast says, hello, my name is Spencer, and I also bleed Mercury. It's like we got to start a support group, 12-step group or something. Spencer says, looking good, big dog. Thank you muchly, sir. Much appreciated. You guys are killing it with the podcast. It was such an honor to be a part of your podcast for that reason. At some point, I'll be able to, when you guys are huge and you guys are stepping all over Rogan, I'll be able to say, yeah, I was on that podcast once. People will be like, who the hell are you? Margarita says, I love a well-dressed man. Beach Girl, my husband was partial to Stacey Adams. Let's see, Stacey, gosh, there's, especially nowadays, there's so many companies out there. Meerman, I'm blanking on the others. But as far as affordability, Allen Edmonds is about the most affordable quality, handmade, Goodyear welted dress shoe that you can get. Call sign, you can get a fake Rolex from the market. I like to call them Bolex, like bullocks. And we got Mako Podcast in the house. Todd and crew from Mako Podcast did an episode with those gentlemen as well. Wow, you guys are awesome. Says I have my IBM T on right now. This is just like overwhelming. I don't even know what to say. You guys are just so amazing with your love and your support, and this is just incredible. Mako Podcast, by the way, that's middle-aged and creeped out. So if you're into things creepy and spooky and paranormal, you will want to check out the Middle-Aged and Creeped Out podcast. That's Mako Podcast. You can see him in the comments. Go give him a follow. Let's see. Zombie Doll, laughing my ass off. I hate being named after a color. Why? I think you have a beautiful name. Anton Friel, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Pleasure to have you with us. Yeah, Moser is a champ. Some of those headstocks he's got going on are outrageous in a good way. Haha. And that's Scott from Chernobyl Studios. So Neil actually there was a time way back in the day, in the 70s actually, he was working for BC Rich, and he invented the bitch shape, and he's updated it, and he now calls it the Phoenix. It's like a bitch on steroids, and I want one of those so badly. Now it's going to set me back probably $5,000, but I want one so badly. I want a Moser Phoenix, just a incredibly cool guitar, but all of his designs are amazing. Venomous, yep. Diamond. Silver with inset diamond. Power scroll to the top. Maybe I shouldn't go so far back, guys, because I don't want you guys to be waiting on me to acknowledge your comments or questions. Jacqueline, what's going on, my dear? Good to see you in the live stream. It has been not a terribly long time, but it has been a minute. I just had to get a better look at that profile pic. Whoa. Smoking. Katie, total of 2.4 thousand likes tapped. I think I'm going mad. Katie, you are a mad woman. Look at that. Nearly 36,000 likes, guys. You are all amazing. And we haven't really bumped above 35 people in the live stream. That is incredible. Beach Roll, when we were dating, when he was in the Marine Corps, he dressed to the nines, always looked fine. That's a Marine for you. But, a Marine, obviously, as you know, a Marine can be quite filthy and be very comfortable being filthy, but knows how to dress down and get razor sharp when he needs to. Catawana, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Please correct me if I am. Says evening. Good evening, Kat. Good to see you in the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Todd with Mako Podcast, to the father needing some encouragement. Please join the Mako family and listen to our podcast. I think that's good advice. I think that's fantastic advice. Because there you will find fathers and families. Ditto with Reality Tonic Podcast as well. And I honestly think that you would be in good shape finding yourself in what would amount to a fantastic support group for just about any father. Venomous, can things be reversed so you can be a dad? My heart hurts for you. No, it can never be reversed. There are some things that can't be undone, unfortunately. Spencer, I miss you guys too. I need to, I'll reach out and message you guys. Tina, what's going on, my dear? Good to see you in the live. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday night. My friend, you absolutely have my attention. Make sure I am following you. Okay, I am following you here. Katie says you'd make a fantastic father deal. I appreciate that, Katie. You know, it wasn't true when it mattered. I would have been a terrible father. But when it started to matter, it was too late. Call sign was raised right. I still walk curbside with any woman I'm walking with. Well done. Well fucking done. Venomous, my damn Maine Coon just tried to steal my string cheese out of my hand. Get the squirt bottle ready. Spencer, you are freaking awesome. Says, raise your hand if you bleed Mercury. The support and friendship you guys have shown me is off the chart. You guys are amazing. All right, I'm gonna check YouTube really quick, and then we'll do the playthrough of Resist. I mean, if you guys want. If you don't want to, that's totally cool. Zeno says, much better view. Nice banner. All right. Glad you like the view, my friend. All righty. You guys don't want to see another playthrough of Resist, do you? I mean, come on. You don't want to see that bullshit? Loving the Chubs. Do you like Jello Biafra, my friend? I know of him and Dead Kennedys, but I've never honestly really heard their music. Katawana agreed that some don't understand. Much love. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. As it turns out, my calling has brought me in a different direction. Lim Marbury, looks like I've fallen behind, but I am saying 2 thumbs up on the lip gloss. To me, it looks weird with the whiskers. I don't think it works, but everybody liked it, so. Lib Marbury, just home from a fabulous dinner. Good evening, all. Happy Friday. Saturday, where we're at. Lib, what did you have for dinner? Katawana says, thanks for your lives. You are most welcome. Most welcome, my dear. Katana. Okay. Katana. Just threw that 8 in there to cause some confusion. Well done. Katana. That is a lovely name. Jacqueline, I appreciate that, my dear. Thank you. She says, thank you. You look fantastic. Venomous. Promise ring, we'll call it. DL, you're literally like the brother I've never had. I appreciate all your kind words. Zombie Doll, I adore you. I love you so much. What an honor to be thought of in such a way. Thank you. Katie, so happy you're in this direction, DL. My life has definitely changed for the better since being on here. I am truly grateful for that. Never anticipated it, but so grateful for it. Call sign right, I got to bounce, 3:30 a.m. I got to get up for a photo shoot of the daughter in the morning. Much love to all of you. Thank you for an epic evening. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Call sign, my friend, thank you so much. You have a deep, rejuvenating, replenishing sleep, and have fun with your daughter tomorrow. Raven back in the hizzy, faux shizzy. Snooch to the nooch. The motherfucking nooch. $40,000 likes. That is just mad. Absolutely mad. Raven says, yes. Got the littles asleep, freshened up, and got a tea going. A spiky tea. Tina, I was adopted. Mom was 43. Dad was 45. Was a newborn baby. They're gone now, but we're two. All right. Playthrough of Resist. Playthrough of your mom. Where do I go? Where the hell is it? Some bitch. I wish there was a dark mode on YouTube. Maybe there is, and I just don't know. I wish there was like a count in. You know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'll grab a couple more comments and then get this show on the road. Katie, I like the light on your mom. Lynn Marbury, no TMI at all. That's rough. I mean, especially when you're blessed with a great relationship with your mother. A lot of people, especially when they're young, don't think about what's going to happen when their parents get older and they have to start taking care of their parents and thinking of what life is going to be like when their parents leave this world. It's a tough time. And part of the reason this community exists is so that we can lean on each other and gain strength from each other during those tough times. Claire Trouble, daughter heard you dropping the F-bomb and she wants me to get off the live. Yeah, the live streams aren't really kid appropriate. Jacqueline, the mom jokes will never go away. At least I hope they don't. If you guys bust a mom joke and I look at you strangely, call the police. Aliens have taken over my body. That's just a little too loud. Let's do some camera adjustments. some volume adjustments. Alexa, stop. All right. I think I got the levels mostly adjusted. Can you see me? This silly tripod. Got to remember the lyrics to my own song. Oh well. So that's that for tonight. And your mom. Okay. Readjust this shit. I really should practice that more, but I never do. I figure, fuck it. I'll worry about that before going on tour. For just an impromptu bullshit, I think it's just fine. Fine, you know, fouled up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Katie says, damn. Well, even though I fucked it all up, thank you. Oof, love that DL. Thank you, dead girl. My deadly amethyst. Jacqueline says, well, sir, level up. Very handsome, DL. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Much appreciated. Are you referring to the whiskers? Lib Marbury, sweet dreams all. Have a great rest of the weekend. Likewise, Lib Marbury. Hope to see you next week in the live stream. Dead Girl says, love this. Katana says, well, there's a white box because the emoji didn't take, but there's the, I call them the patty cake hands. That just about does it for tonight's live stream, my friends. Todd with Mako Podcasts. I would love to hear you sing it and play acoustically. I don't currently own a acoustic guitar. And I was kind of singing along. You couldn't really hear it unless the microphone was picking it up and you could kind of hear me whispering along on YouTube. But yeah, you're probably not wrong. Look at all these hearts. Thank you, everyone. Much, much appreciated. Alexa, play trance music.
To listen to specific music anytime you like, just say try Amazon Music Unlimited. Here's a station you might like. Trance Liftoff Radio on Amazon Music.
Siggy, thank you so much. And thank you for the blue hearts. I love those. Venomous, where do you go when you leave? Out into the night. For I am its master, and I bend it to my will. Or some shit. Jacqueline says, all of it. We're talking about names earlier, how some names just kind of ping me right here. Jacqueline is definitely one. Julie Bow, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Friday, I hope. Tammy, I am glad you enjoyed it. Claire Trouble, thank you so much. Truly appreciated. I do need to practice, but at some point I need to. Right now it's not really very important. So I can tolerate a couple of bumps and bruises, you might say, when I do a proper live performance of that song where I'm playing and singing and got the camera and everything set up, it will be spot on. Right now, it's just kind of a fun little diversion. Katie says, I love when you slide from the bottom to the top. That sounded wrong. I think I understood what you meant. Scully, thank you, sire. You so totally rock. My dear, thank you so much. Thank you for your friendship, your love, your support. Vla, vla, vla. Satin Rose. Yeah, you come into the live stream just as we're getting ready to end. In any case, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Guys, I live stream here on the Shit Talks every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard. Satin Rose, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having an awesome new year so far. And if you guys would like to join our private Discord, you can do so through our Patreon page, which is I Bleed Mercury on Patreon. It is the bottom tier. $5 gets you in. That's a little gate that we use to keep out the trolls. $5. And we'll send you a invite into the Discord, and you can join our spooky little family. We'd love to have you be a part of it. My dead girl says good night. Keep in contact on Instagram, my friend. Will do, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. Todd, thank you so much, my friend. I hope you and family are doing amazing in the new year. Venomous, it is my pleasure. Thank you for spending time with me. Satin Rose, I hope you are recovering. No worries if you had to be away. Totally understand. Beach Girl, I knew I was in the right place when I stumbled upon you reading from your book. I was smitten. Beach Girl, thank you so much. Truly honored to have you be a part of our family. Look what I got today, guys. What was delivered to me. I've been talking about these books and this author for a long time. For as long as we've been here on TikTok. And I've picked up the first 3 books. I think he's probably got like 6 or 7 in the series. There's this one, this one, this one. There's some more, but 3 is a good start. And I have this kooky idea. I'll do a read through of the first book and see if I can market it. Yeah, if they, whoever they are, if it can serve as a kind of segue into doing voiceover work. Katana, evening, handsome. Thank you for all you are. Good night. Katana, thank you so much, my dear. Truly, truly appreciate your love, your kind words, and your support. It is amazing to have you in the coven. I am giving you a follow request, rather. So there you go. Beach Girl, good night, sire. My beloved coven, love and adore you all. Likewise, Beach Girl, you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday. Onyx Raven, reminding you all, stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, stay safe. Cherie Taylor. Venomous, I am effing jealous as fuck. I have to go to the library for those books. These I just picked up off of eBay. I think it was under $10 for all 3, but they're his writing is great. I mean, these books that Michael Romke has written, Michael Romke. They're fantastic. In my opinion, they rival the Anne Rice novels. And there's a great deal more science in those books as well. Katie, thank you so much. You have a lovely weekend, my dear. All right, guys, I am officially running late. I have got to bug the hell out and call it a night. But as you all know, I will be back next Friday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, to hang out with all of you, share some good vibes, and discuss whatever's on your mind. I want to thank you all for your kindness, your love, and support. It is amazing having you be a part of our spooky little coven. Check YouTube comments really quick. A lot of hearts and gratitude on that YouTube. Zeno, you have a wonderful night, my friend. Thank you for hanging out with us. All right, my friends. That about does it for me. You all have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. I want to see you here in the live stream, safe and sound, next Friday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Love and adore all of you in the I Bleed Mercury Coven. You've been an immense blessing in my life, and let's keep it going and grow this lovely community as big as we possibly can get it. Scully, my dear, I adore you. Thank you so much. All of you guys, our lovely mod team, all of you in the coven, thank you so much for your love and your support. And I will see you next Friday. All right, my peeps. My YouTube peeps. Circa Demonic. Good night, sire. Fingers crossed I'll be in paid chat soon. No worries, my friend. No worries. No worries and no rush, because we're not going anywhere. Want to thank all of you for hanging out with us on YouTube. Hearth and Hearst, thank you for so many wonderful comments. Yesenia Nunez, Circa Demonic, Zeno, Yesenia Nunez, again, thank you. Thank you, everyone. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the kindness and the support. It means the world to us. Absolutely adore you guys. And I will be back here on YouTube very soon. Be sure to subscribe. This will be a prime platform for us going forward, with a lot more content happening here. Ostensibly more content being posted here on YouTube than TikTok. So you all have a wonderful weekend. Much love, my friends. Take care. Be safe.